ngayong araw na ito, talakayin natin dalawang bagay. Yung di umanong balita na mayroong reported na mass shooting sa na napigilan, di umano'y galing sa tip kay Senator Bang Aquino. Pangalawa, yung balita na bahagi sa ipinapatawag ng prosecution yung sheriff na di umanong biktima ng galit ni Vice President Inday nung siya po ay mayor. Ito ay isinasama bilang witness nga for the prosecution, yung sheriff. So, kanina, mayroong balita na yung sheriff na di umano'y biktima daw ni VP Inday pagdating dito sa sa isang insidente which involved an ejectment case. Dun sa kaso na yon, mayroong mga i-clear, di umano ng mga either informal settlers o mga tao na nakatira or ang kanilang mga bahay ay nasa lupa na kiniklear na po ng may-ari. Yung nung nag-insist ang court sheriff sa pag-serve ng writ of execution ng order ng hukuman na umalis na ang mga tao, humingi ng palugit si then Mayor Inday Sara ng ilang oras para maipahinahon niya yung galit ng mga tao at makatulong sa pag-clear nga ng lugar. So, nung nag-insist ang sheriff, nagkaroon na nga nitong insidente. Ayon sa Inquirer, a court sheriff punched by Vice President Sara Duterte during a 2011 demolition in Davao City has been listed as a witness in her impeachment trial by the House Prosecution Team. Bakit napansin natin ito? Well, kung sinusumiti nila ito bilang ebidensya para ma-impeach si VP Inday dahil sa kanyang conduct, hindi po ito maaaring i-admit as evidence. Dahil ang maaari lang na i-prosecute kay VP Inday ay mga acts that were committed noong vice-presidente na siya. Ito ay dahil hindi relevant ang mga previous faults or even offenses kung they were committed nang hindi pa po siya vice president. On the other hand, can this be submitted as character evidence? Well, the jury is out on that one. Pero it is possible that the impeachment court might allow the submission as character evidence. However, they cannot be submitted as evidence that she committed something wrong. Okay? May rule kasi sa court called Res Inter Alios Acta. Ibig sabihin, there are two parts of that. Number one, a person cannot be prejudiced by previous conduct or statements by others. At saka number two is that evidence that a person did or did not do a certain thing at one time is not admissible to prove that they did or did not do a similar thing at another time. You cannot use previous bad acts to establish that a person has a criminal character or propensity to commit crimes. Okay? So, hindi yan. It is quite possible na mag-o-object ang depensa sa pag-introduce ng ebidensya o ng testimonial evidence nung sheriff laban kay VP Inday. Okay. So, I hope that is clear. However, ganito yon. Sino ang magro-rule? During the impeachment trial, kung tuloy na si Senator Chis Escudero ang presiding officer, in all likelihood, the presiding officer will determine whether or not the evidence can be admissible. However, dahil political ang nature ng proceedings ng impeachment, malaki din ang possibility na mag-request ang ilan sa mga senator judges na i-divide the House, na sila ay magboto kung i-admit o hindi ang ebidensyang ito. So may possibility pa rin nun. Although, like I said, this might be a contentious point. Ibig sabihin, kung hindi masaya ang prosecution o hindi masaya ang depensa sa maging ruling either ng presiding officer or ng mga senator judges, then the matter can be brought to the Supreme Court. So, on our next topic. Tuloy na ba tayo sa next topic or let's take your comments first? Mukhang marami namang komento. So, bago tayo magpatuloy, reminder lang po, huwag pong kakalimutan like and share. Okay, I have to patol. Sabi ni Ray RJ Tech, Diyos ko, naniniwala kayo doon, ma'am, sa sabi-sabi. Damage control lang yan kasi mga pinklawan ang mga napupukol sa issue sa batas ni Kiko. Natatawa naman po ako. Unang-una, hindi po namin pinag-uusapan ang batas ni Kiko. Pangalawa, di pa namin pinag-uusapan. Pangalawa, bakit yung mga acts ng ibang tao such as but not limited to dun sa mga tinatawag mong pinklawan o kaya kay Senator Kiko, kami ang nagsasuffer. Sinasabi mo, Diyos ko, naniniwala kayo doon, ma'am. Unang-una, the implication is that we are gullible. Pangalawa, the implication also is that this is not worth discussing. Ito na lang po ang usapan natin dito. Pakinggan niyo po muna yung masasabi namin at saka na po kayo humusga kung naniniwala ba kami o hindi. Or even if it is even relevant, yung aming paniniwala. Dahil ang diskusyon dito ay tungkol sa ano ang batas ukol dito sa mga pangyayaring ito. Hindi pa namin pinag-uusapan yung kay Bam Aquino. Maraming salamat sa inyong mga komento pero hindi ko po muna babasahin yon kasi hindi pa siya relevant dun sa diniscuss natin. Magandang gabi sa ating mga nanonood dito sa Black na app. Thank you, Miss Ann Cabral. Maraming salamat po. Sabi ni Chris, in the event that impeachment court decides on matters that can be brought to the impeachment court and Supreme Court decides eventually in favor of VP Sara that also voided VP is convicted, I'm afraid I do not understand your question. So, matters that are that do not dispose of the case, meaning hindi siya, it's about a matter within the impeachment proceedings, pero does not decide the case, meaning hindi siya guilt or innocence, then the Supreme Court can take cognizance of that. And no, it doesn't change whether or not the VP is convicted, but it can determine the course of the trial. Regarding sa pre-trial, doon po ba pwedeng sabihin ng defense na di pwede yung mga supposed evidence ng prosecution like yung kay sheriff o sa actual trial siya? Sa pag-present ng evidence po, which is during the trial. Mag-qualify po ba na evidence ang BIR box? Kung mismong prosecution di pa nakikita at ipapasa sa court ang pagbubukas sa bagay na ang mga prosec naman ang nagsabina. Well, yun na nga eh. So, these matters can be raised by the defense in objecting to the evidence. Sabi ni Julian Swerve, nasuntok niya lang naman yung sheriff kasi not following instructions and yung instruction niya is for the good of maraming squatters naman. Actually, no, that's not true. The mayor does not have authority over a sheriff. The sheriff is under the authority of the court. So naiintindihan natin na yung sheriff gusto niya niyang i-serve kasi yun yung trabaho niya. However, hindi naman bawal na maghintay siya ng ilang oras for purposes of effectively serving the warrant. So doon po siya talaga mali. Kasi ang ginagawa ni VP at then Mayor Inday was to make sure na maging orderly yung pag-alis o pagpapaalis ng mga taong nakatira dun sa lupa na kiniklear. Sabi ni JP, totoo, if they manage to bring down the number of required votes from 16 to 15 or less to convict, which is highly unlikely, does it also mean it lowers the number of votes needed to acquit? Okay, may confusion dito. Hindi po necessary yung votes to acquit. The Constitution only says 2/3 are required. Kasi, hindi, what if may mag-abstain o hindi ka naaabot sa number of votes to acquit? So yung and I'm really disappointed that even some former justices are saying this number to acquit. That is not true. The Constitution is very clear and no need to interpret. 2/3 vote lang po ang nire-require. So kalimutan niyo yung votes to acquit. Walang ganun. Sabi ni Chris, may power ba ang Supreme Court to void ang hatol ng impeachment court kung maraming illegal na pinalusot ang Senate as a body? Now, the Supreme Court has the mandate to decide on matters of grave abuse of discretion. So, in theory, the court can decide, can intervene when not intervene, that's not the right word, a case can be brought to the Supreme Court on a decision made by the impeachment court if it was attended with grave abuse of discretion. However, that is clear for matters that do not dispose of the case. So, kunwari, merong hindi pagkakaintindihan, halimbawa, itong admissibility ng ebidensya. Hindi nagkakasundo yung the defenses. Bakit nyo ina-admit yan when taliwas yan doon either sa rules of court or sa it violates due process. So, pag hindi agree ang defense with the decision of the impeachment court, they can bring that issue up to the Supreme Court. This is an issue that does not dispose of the case, meaning pag dinisidean ng Korte Suprema yon, tuloy pa rin ang trial. So it does not end the trial. Pwede yan. Yung mga inaakyat sa Korte, madali yung i-decide kung hindi yan tungkol sa guilt or innocence. Now, paano kung may grave abuse of discretion pa rin, pero doon sa paghatol? This will test the limits of the constitutional guarantee. For example, ang nakalagay kasi sa ating saligang batas, the sole determinant, the only body that can determine guilt or innocence, convict or acquit, is the Senate Impeachment Court. So if it is a final decision, in all likelihood, the court may not accept the case on the ground that they might not have jurisdiction over a final matter on the impeachment court. If it was a matter within the trial, okay, in all likelihood, tatanggapin nila yon kung may merit. Kung bubuksan yung box, tapos eventually sabihin ng Supreme Court, illegal yung pagbubukas, anong mangyayari? Hindi siya ma-admit as evidence. Hi kay Chino was just at BGC High Street and back home in Dasma, Makati, but the rest of Manila is bulok. Why folks would tolerate this government and all that stupid mga masa bobo? Cheers from LA. Di ko na-gets yung bakit nadama yung masa po. Yes. What if the Senate convicts by 14 votes? Can the Supreme Court reverse that and say it should be 16? Yes, because they are not deciding on guilt or innocence. They're simply deciding on the number of votes that it would take to convict. Pwede ba i-amend ng impeachment court ang threshold ng conviction? No, because tataliwas sila sa saligang batas. Sabi ni Susan, anong relevance ni Sheriff ang impeachment based naman sa pag-upo ni VP as VP? Well, we already discussed that. When the city is in chaos or there is lawlessness, the mayor can fully control the situation in that city. Correct me if I'm wrong. Pero yung sabi nito, yes, pero hindi po siya naaangkop dyan. Hindi naman po in chaos ang buong city at hindi naman nagde-declare ng martial law si VP Inday at the time. So, hindi po angkop yung rule na sinasabi niyo na yan. Sabi ni Metalingus, as a trial lawyer before, or once a trial lawyer, always a trial lawyer. Pag in-adopt ng depensa ang exhibits ng prosecution, ibig sabihin there's really a very big problem sa prosecution. Depektibo ang evidence. Attorney Luna. Is this true? No, not necessarily. If the defense adopts all of the exhibits of the prosecution, or even, says na okay, sige, what does not object to the prosecution's evidence, it means that in all likelihood they have legal grounds that is not based on the evidence. In other words, it is not a factual issue, it is a legal issue. Okay, for example, ganito. I had a case like that actually. I was the defense counsel and we adopted the entire evidence of the prosecution. Sabi ko, no need. Kasi they don't even need to present because the only question was a question of law. The question was whether or not this was a corruption case, no? This is before the Sandigan Bayan, and the question was whether or not the ordinance or the ordinance that was passed by the city council included the livelihood project of our client. So aminado kami that there was a project, the project was pursuant to the city ordinance, that money had been released, the money was spent on this particular project. The only question was, magiging guilty lang yung tao kung yung project na yon hindi siya included. So, we admitted all of the evidence and simply presented a matter of law for the Sandigan Bayan to decide. So, pwede po yun. Masa voters would vote. That's bad for Pinas, my opinion. That's contrary naman to to democracy. Sabi ni James, so it just needs 8 to acquit. No! Walang number to acquit. So if they do not reach the threshold of 16, acquittal yun. Anything below 16, acquittal yun. Kasi kung magvo-vote kung wala kang 8 to acquit, pero 8 ang nag-abstain, or 9 ang nag-abstain, hindi pa rin umabot sa 16. Sabi ko sa inyo, kalimutan nyo, there is no vote requirement for acquittal. The only thing that is needed, there is a vote requirement for conviction. 16. Okay? Forget the acquit. Kasi pwedeng may mga abstain eh. So it's entirely possible na merong 8 to acquit. Tapos may 7 to abstain. O hindi pa rin makukonvict yun. Okay? Thank you kay Torrent. Hindi ako worried sa impeachment, sabi ni Torrent, dahil alam natin na gawa-gawa lang at yung sheriff. Hi kay Kuvin, thank you. Kay Januri, maraming salamat po sa inyo. Sino pa ba ang kay Norse at kay BB10, maraming salamat po. Ma'am Gracia, thank you. So, ulitin ko kalimutan niyo yung votes to acquit. What they need to do is be able to get 16. Pag walang 16, acquittal yun.